What's up guys, Scoggin here, Team Bodybuilding.com athlete, partnering with NutriBio tonight, a part of the Bio crew. We are celebrating the EAA release party and I'm looking forward to showing you how to grow your delts, how I got mine to look so good, and how you can do the same. Let's get to it. So when you do get yourself set up into a Pec Deck machine in reverse, you don't want to make sure that these are all the way in, right, so that we're coming out. Make sure it's set up right. When you're sitting in the seat, you do want to make sure that you're parallel 90 degrees from the ground. You don't want to be up on your toes, or you don't want to be too sitting down. So coming into it, obviously this is a pretty good reach for me. I can't do 110 pounds, but good for whoever was doing that. So coming out, you want to keep your thumbs facing in, and you really want to focus on obviously isolating your rear delt. You don't want your biceps to take over, you don't want your lats to take over. So if this weight needs to be light, keep it light, that's not gonna be an issue. So coming out, chest against, pushing out, isolating the rear delt, and coming back in. So you almost just wanna lead with your elbows. You should feel it right in the rear delt, come back in. So I don't like to hold on, because I like to use my pinkies to guide me along with my elbows. Make sense? Just like that. You can set up in these kind of machines multiple ways. You can always straddle it. That's how I like to go at it, you know? With lateral raises here, again, making sure that you're not using your traps. That's what can happen here as well. So coming in, nice and easy, coming down. What I don't want to see happen when you guys do this is to hear that weight, right? You want to keep that tension on the whole time. Stop, right back up, right back down. Obviously you can use the machine the other way, but keep it interesting, right? Any questions about that one or any sort of?
I've always been confused on these. I see a lot of people that go as high up as possible, and some people stop like before they're parallel. Where do you want it kind of end?
You definitely want to keep it to where you have that concentric action of the muscle. So concentric meaning that your muscle is tightening, right? It's contracted. When you're down, that's the eccentric action of the muscle. You're elongating the muscle. So if you're all the way up here, guess what? I'm really not contracting anymore. If I'm over the range of motion, my muscle's really not doing anything. It's almost in an isometric stage. Kind of chilling there. So ultimately I like to come up just enough where I'm really feeling the delt and then coming back down. Again, keeping a little bit of tension though. I don't like to bring my reps all the way back in. I'm not squeezing anything here. Up, kind of a little bit of tension, up, same thing. So as I'm grabbing the rope, my thumbs are gonna be pointed up. I'm gonna be rotating outward a little bit to hit that front delt, coming up, back down. Again, keeping that tension. I'm not hearing that weight. Coming up, down, up, and down. So that way we can hit the front delt. Again, like she did, another great way to hit the rear delt. You know, pop this sucker up, hit them both. I like to do them side by side because then the cable's all yours for both sets. So supersetting those together is also a really good thing. Pardon?
Shoulders all by themselves?
Yeah, so you can obviously hit shoulders in any sort of push day, but I also, for me, where I saw most growth in my shoulders in development was when I had separate days for total delt destruction. There was a point in my fitness journey where I was hitting shoulders 3 times a week because I love them so much. Sometimes I'd hit shoulders with tricep, chest, or back, and then I'd have 2 separate delt days. So again, it's finding what works best for you and your fitness schedule. But ultimately, I mean, if you want to grow, you got to use it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope that you got a few tips and tricks for how to destroy your delts. It's my favorite muscle group. And you know, if you ever have any questions, make sure you just hit me up and I'll give you all the secrets. Cool. Thanks, guys.